Bruno, don't dímelo. What up, my guys? Thank you for joining the live stream. What's happening here? There you go. Y me que like, mi hermano. We're gonna be starting very, very soon. Oh, I like that. It's sunny in the morning, streaming live from Baltimore. Hey, love it, love it, love it. Draft week, T-2. So I got only one prospect today. Didn't have enough time to do the second one because yesterday I had a mock and all that. And I'll talk about my mock from yesterday from the AFC North talk and how I effed that one up. We're gonna talk about another mock from Walter Football. I like those guys a lot. Very interesting. Today's boys, yes it is. And then we're gonna talk about the rumors with the Niners, and then if we have some time, we're gonna take some calls. So don't be shy if you wanna call. You know, you can text me and all that good stuff. Tim Miller, what up, man? Thank you for joining the live stream. Appreciate you. Okay. Do this thing.
Renegade.
Yo, what's up? Look at this hat. I retired my hat. My Super Bowl hat is sitting in the room. It's like, oh man, I haven't worn that bad boy in a while. So let me just go. And obviously Orioles, because we should be in baseball season. Although this is draft season, no matter what season it is, it's always draft season when football draft is about to happen. Anyway, shout out to King, Tim, Jay, Jackson, Dundee, Bruno, and everybody else that will be watching this in the replay or joining us live later on. I appreciate all of you. Please remember, stay safe in these difficult times. And you know, hopefully we're gonna pass this thing soon. Curves are being flattened. It's looking a little better, you know, prognostications, and so hopefully, yeah, we won't have the sports like we did before. I doubt that next year, even if we have football, we have football like we had, meaning for fans, that we can just go there, just pack the stadium. Even if we had this pretty under control, I don't think that will happen, but I'll take football on TV, even though I love going to Ravens Stadium. Okay, my quote of the day. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people in the end. And this is by Roy T. Bennett. Again, your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people at the end. And with that, we start. Part 1, Mr. B3, Jackson, let's get it, Tim, everybody, thank you for joining Ravens Flock. Okay, So a couple of things we have today in the show. We have one prospect, and I always botch his last name. This is Justin Strenard. Hopefully I didn't botch that last name. So we're going to talk about him later. I want to talk about the latest mock draft from Walter Football. Great content. Hate their website, but I'm a big fan of their mock drafts. I've always been since 2 or 3 years ago when I found them. Okay, so we're gonna talk about his mock draft and also my mock draft from last night, and then the whole prospects from 49ers that they're trading. And we're gonna talk about them too. Okay, but first let's talk about my mock draft last night. And for those of you that didn't see it, last night we streamed for almost 2 hours. I know a couple of you I saw on the stream in the AFC North Talk. Hopefully you are liking that channel. It's just a collaboration between 4 AFC North guys, each with their own different team. So we decided to do a mock. All of us picked for the team, and it went good, but I fucked it up. There's no question. I effed it up bad. And let me see if I can show you my... Okay, let me move this up. You don't need to see me while I'm showing this yet. Okay, so if you see this here, hold on, let me take that out. If you see this here, it's the mock, all the picks, and this is why I think I effed it up. We are not allowed to make trades, so yeah, man, I fumbled it big time. But look, Joe Burrow, that was the pick for the Bengals. Jedrick Wills, I understand that pick. I pick AJ so I have no problem with that at 28. Here's where I effed up. Jonah Jackson. And if you go there at round 2, I should have taken Pittman there. No question, I should have taken Pittman there and picked number 2 instead of Jonah Jackson. Why did I do that? I don't know. I think we were joking around, and then I don't know. I wasn't thinking clearly, obviously. Looks like I was too high on something. But here is where I should have taken Pittman. And in here, I don't know about Willie Gay, but I would have taken Okwara. Because Okwara went somewhere here. Oh, there it is, Okwara. Okay. So going back, this pick should have been Pittman, this should have been Okwara, right? So neither of those should have happened. This pick, perfect. I wouldn't change that one. This one, if I have Okwara, I might change that one. Okay? Now, you can say, hey, Sonny, in here, if you took Willie Gay Jr., perfect. That would have been fine too. Pittman, Willie, and then here Okwara. I'm sorry, and here Wilson. Okay, so that would have been fine. And then you can still take a 9. I like a 9. Duvernay. No problem with this dude here. I love Duvernay. And then here's my other fucked up. Quincy started talking about this guy, and I thought I could take him later on. My boy Ace Boogie was waiting for him, so I should have taken DeGuara there instead of Kenny Robinson. Kenny Robinson is a decent prospect, and I like him a lot. And here, it didn't matter, to be honest. I don't know where Stern went, but maybe him would have been fine. But that was my effed up. Look, this draft had the potential to be just a thing of beauty. AJ Epinesa, Pittman, Willie, Logan, Anai, right? And Duvernay. And here, you take the Guara, and then Tuska. I don't know. There's something about this dude. That I like a lot. Okay? So, let me see some of the comments. Mohammed, what up? Jose, what's up? My quote, try and fail, but don't fail to try. Oh, love that. Let's get it. Love it. I don't mind the second round at all. It's not that it was horrible, but hindsight being 2020, that's how I should have flipped those two. 420 was in the air. Yes, I don't get the hype on Okwara. I think Okwara is a versatile outside linebacker. A lot of these edges They're not uber athletic. You wanna not uber athletic, but athletic enough that you can drop back in coverage and you can do more things with them. Epinesa, I don't think is that. Epinesa is more with time, in my opinion. He's gonna be a 3-4 the end, outside linebacker on a rushing situation, but not. The problem is I don't see him dropping back. That's just me. Okay, it's not bad. That mock will be good for us. Okay, I mean it wasn't horrible, but yeah, we'll just look for a perfect. Yes, we do. Sonny, talk to us about some of your preferred pick based on special teams value, if they have any. So special, we can talk. Oh, camouflage. We can go back to that. If I haven't, let me know. Okay. Yeah, like the picks. Not bad draft. B plus. Okay. B Sunny. B. Look at that. I love the Kenny Robertson pick. You love the Kenny Robertson pick. Yeah, I like this dude. I think he should be a Raven. But I like Kenny Robinson. It's not that I don't like Kenny Robinson. It's just I think DeGuara is a good player. It will be a good tight end to bring. Don't forget to do John Hightower. Oh, man, I forgot John Hightower. I already forgot about John Hightower. John Hightower. And the reason I'm saying I already forgot is because I have very little time right now to do prospects, right? We're gonna have tomorrow Berlin BS will be in the show. Thursday, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday's Berlin. Thursday I'm gonna do a full 2 or 3 round mock. So I might try to sneak him there. Friday, obviously, mock. It's not necessarily mock. And I'll look who's in the second round, and then we're gonna talk about how the first round went. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna be Newell's channel, and then Friday night I'm gonna have. I don't know if you guys saw the promo, but there's a promo running out. Everybody that will be here in this channel. So, Aquara matches the lack of athleticism in Epinesa. Yeah, I think you picked both of them. I'll bring it up later. Pittman is a special. He was /is. I don't know if you use him, if you bring him a high draft pick, but if you need to, he can play special teams. Give me Mike Wallace / Jacoby Jones 5s. Okay. I'll check him out. I have him there. Let me scratch this guy because this is the guy that we are doing today. It's probably Hightower's gonna be my last player. I have been trying to. A lot of you guys have been DMing me, and I try to add as much people as I can, just a lot. And I have kids, and I had to, study with them and all the other stuff. So it is what it is. See this? This is where we're going for that this year. Anyway, so let's talk about Walter football. The mock draft that they have. Again, love their content. I just hate their website. It's full of ads. It's so clunky. But anyway, I think this is something very, very interesting. I can see, especially at the beginning, how that draft for them went. For draft night, we're gonna be in Joe Newell's channel, Don Dimelo, and then second day on Friday, we're gonna be here. A lot of the YouTubers, not all, but a lot of the YouTubers for the Ravens side, they're actually coming here. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the Walter football, and I was saying this is very interesting how everything moved, right? And if this is a possibility that can happen on draft night. Yeah, everybody is, man. It is what it is. Friday we're gonna be joining here, but yes, Bruno, you're right. That's okay. That's okay. You can then look for our streams later on and see what we thought about the draft. Oh, food-wise, I haven't thought about that, man. You know what I would like, Don Dimelo? A good empanadilla. Ooh, that would be awesome. But anyway, I need to lose some lbs. I have been gaining. I need to go back to working out. Okay, Cincinnati Bengals select Burrow. That's the easy pick, and then Chase Young for number 2. There's a trade here. The Chargers to get Tua at 3. At 4, I picked that I think it should be a lineman, in my opinion, if they're staying put in New York. And they decided to take Tristan Wirfs, Iowa. And then Justin Herbert at 5. So the first 5, no Okuda, no Simmons, no Brown. Think about that. Pick 6, Detroit decides to go with Derek Brown instead of Okuda. Fair. Could have been Okuda. That's fine. This is where I think they went a little crazy, but okay, Carolina Panthers, they went C.J. Henderson and not Okuda. Wait, did we got Okuda already? And I just don't remember. No. Okay, so they went C.J. Henderson, corner from Florida. So, and he puts here, so why C.J. Henderson over Okuda? Well, as Charlie Campbell details in the NFL Hot Press entry, Okuda is sleeping just a bit because Henderson is more athletic than Okuda. Okay, so they went with a more athletic corner. I have not breakdown on neither of these guys. We don't need a corner, not a corner this high. Maybe a later on corner, but not a corner this high. Okay, so pick 8, Isaiah Simmons. So he's flipped to 8th to the Arizona Cardinals. Pick 9, Jacksonville Jaguars will be ecstatic. They got Okuda. And pick 10, Andrew Thomas. I can see all this happening. Just like that, Jedrick Wills makes it to pick 11, right? And here is where receivers go. Vegas Raiders go CD. And then the Niners, which they are looking to trade back according to reports. And we're going to talk about other things that they're looking to trade. Jerry Jeudy, Alabama. Then they have Becton, Tampa. Kenneth Murray to the Broncos. And then Atlanta Falcons go Kinlaw. And let me see the other ones because they made me click a link. Cowboys go Jason. Raiders go... Miami goes Cleveland. A little high for Cleveland. Raiders go Queens. There's your linebackers. McKinney goes to Jaguars. Ruggs to Philadelphia, which I think is the perfect fit for Ruggs. I think he will excel in that system. AJ Terrell to Vikings. Adam Truman, tight end out of Dayton, to the Patriots. That's such a Patriot pick. Justin Jefferson to the Aints. Matt Hennessy, the first interior lineman, to the Vikings. So he made it to the first. DeAndre Swift, to the Dolphins. Seattle Seahawks go, and this is something that Newell likes to say a lot. A guy that should be in the 3rd, but the Seattle Seahawks in this month drafted Josh Uche, Michigan. Ravens got, hate this pick by the way. I hate it. But who knows? This might be your next Raven. Zach Bond, linebacker, Wisconsin. Tennessee goes Austin Jackson. Denzel Mims goes to Green Bay. Josh Jones goes to Niners. Sorry. And then Jeff Gladney goes to the Chiefs. So let me see here. Cincinnati then goes Isaiah Wilson. Colts go Brandon Ayuk. Jonathan Taylor goes to the Lions. Anthony Winfield. Jordan Love to Detroit. That's a good pick. Jordan Brooks goes to the Panthers. AJ Epinesa goes to the Finns. Good pick. Look at this. Houston selects Shane Lennox or something like that. So you pronounce this guard from Oregon. We haven't talked about Sergio Ruiz. We haven't talked about Cushenberry. And 2 interior linemen go. That's a Houston move. That is a Houston move right there. Grant Delpit goes to the Clowns. Good pick. Yetur Gross Matos goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jeremy Shin goes to the Bears. Noah goes to the Colts. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I mean, that's a hell of a pick for Tampa. Rager goes to the Denver Broncos. Trayvon Diggs to Bama. T. Higgins to the Jets. Cam Akers to the Florida from Florida State goes to the Squealers. That's the pick that my guy Tony made last night. Robert Hunt goes to the Bears. Cesar Ruiz goes to the Dallas Cowboys. Ross Blacklock goes to from TCU goes to the Rams. Terrell Lewis goes to the Eagles. Lucas Niang goes to the Bills. And who do you think they have the Ravens going? J.K. Dobbins. By the way, so we have Zach Bond and Dobbins. Put a thumbs up or down if you're liking so far this draft. Kyle Duggar goes to the Fins. Chase Claypool to the Rams. KJ Hamler to Minnesota. Seattle goes Devon Hamilton, Ohio State. And the pick 60th, we take the best pick so far that they made for us. Michael Pittman Jr. By the way, I might buy Michael Pittman Jr.'s jersey. I like that kid a lot if we take him. Okay, we'll be mad at O-line, but if that's the case, I will definitely trade out of the first. J.K. Dobbins, I hate this draft. Hot takes, thumbs down. Reese and Cushenberry could go early second. The reason I'm putting this so far here too is because I want to make sure you guys understand. Sometimes we introduce biases, and this is just completely different. I don't even know where Walter Football is. Like, again, I have watched them before. I like their mocks, but yeah. So to finish the second, Tennessee goes Arnett. Packers go Roquan Davis. Chiefs go Zach Moss. The Seahawks go LaVisca. And that was the round 2. And I'm going to finish with round 3 here. Cincinnati Bengals go Afrani Jennings. That's their first pick of the 3rd round. Cole Kmet goes to the Skins. Kenny Willekes, hopefully I didn't botch his last name. Michigan State goes to Detroit. Anai, a guy that I like, goes to Jets early 3rd. Interesting. Jason Strobridge goes to Panthers. Logan Stenberg goes to Dolphins. Chargers go Matt Pert. Cardinals go Wanago, I think is how you pronounce his name. Jaguars go with Jacob Phillips. Browns go Cameron Dantzler. Colts go with Durant. Buccaneers go with Fulton. I forgot about Fulton. He made it all the way to the 3rd. Damn. Broncos go Robinson from the XFL. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that instead of school they put XFL. That's interesting. Corner/safety. Nick Coe for Auburn goes to the Seahawks. Atlanta Falcons, NBA. Jets go Holmes. Raiders go Bowden. Raiders also go Kinley. Cowboys go Logan Wilson. I will be pissed, but what would they need another linebacker? I would love Logan Wilson from the Ravens. Broncos get Moody. Rams go Harris. Detroit gets Gallimore. Bills get Evans from Appalachia State. Patriots get From. That's a Patriots pick. Aints get Pride. I like Pride. Vikings get Lynch. Texans get Robinson. Where's my Ravens? Okay, Ravens, pick 92nd. Thaddeus Moss, tight end. The Ravens like to running 2 tight end sets, but they traded Hayden Hurst this offseason. That's the only thing they say. Okay, and then the next pick that they have for us, and by the way, I haven't heard Willie Gay Jr.'s name come up. And the next pick, Albert O is there, John Greener, Troy Dye, Levy on Wooser, I don't know. Patriots, Matabuke. Giants, Akeem Davis Gaither. Patriots go Jalen Johnson. Seahawks go Burst. Steelers go Jalen Hurst. Eagles go Hanson corner. Cushenberry, I haven't seen Cushenberry. This is a weird draft. Antonio Gibson to Minnesota, and then the Ravens go and take Antonio Gandy Golden out of Liberty. Now I'm just curious. Let me check his 4th round because I'm curious where's Willie Gay and all these other guys. Lewis is there at 107. Alex Taylor, KJ Hill, Julian Okwara, pick 110. Let me see who else. I mean, I don't see where Kush is. Maybe they forgot about Cushenberry. Willie Gay Jr. to the Steelers at pick 124th. Malik Harrison, pick 125th. Here you go. Ravens, 4th round. Hakeem Adeniji from Kansas. No idea who that dude is. And then they have us taking a D tackle, Laura Morshison, for NC State. I don't know that dude either. Curtis Weaver. It was there. You know I'm not big on Curtis Weaver, but you tell me he's there in the 4th round. We passed on him and let it go to the Squealers. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm just curious, man. Here's Lloyd Cushenberry. All the way down to pick 141st. Center out of LSU. Wow. I'm shocked that he has it all the way to the late 4th. Just the kicks I want to see. I hate the whole draft that other than Pittman, I don't like none of the other picks. If this is the draft, I'll be a depressed Raven fan for sure. There you go. And the 5th round pick, David Reese from Florida. You got your linebacker. Okay. Walter Football, I like you, but this draft was trash for us. Okay. So, let me see some of the comments here. I'm assuming from this mock draft. If we pick Bond and Dobbins back to back, I might cry. Joe Ortiz once hinting that at us getting Rieger or Hamler. Facts, you saw the 2 Bratton. Oh, I don't know. I already closed it. Raekwon Davis is my sleep pick for us. He is I like Raekwon Davis. I wouldn't be mad with Raekwon in the pick 60th. So also Robert Hunt, he was hinting that one too. I'm not huge on Rieger. I think we need a big body possession, not more speed. William Brown, 100% the length and size. Yeah. Rashard Lawrence is the next Cam Hayward. We need him. And Devin Asiasi, tight end, or Asiasi, tight end from UCLA. David Asiasi or Asiasi, I don't know. It's a much better pass catcher than route running than Moss. I don't understand the hype up with Moss. I think if Thaddeus Moss didn't have that Moss last day, he would be a 6th or 7th round pick. Jace or Jackson, we definitely need more of a speed. Andrew is already taking all the receptions in the middle of the field. We need to open up Hollywood. Only way we doing that is with another explosive receiver. Yep, I like Pittman or Mims. I'll take either one. This mock is not a good one for us or an accurate one. He got Hollywood pick last year. I seen Thaddeus Moss in mock draft go early as a 3rd and late as 6th. Them guys guessing just like us. Look, this year's mocks are gonna be all over the place if you go to different part of the country because again, no pro day. So people have this. I mean, this is why I keep saying to y'all, these drafts are gonna be fun. After pick 3, who knows what's happening? We are saying Okuda to Detroit, right? Let's say they stay put. Let's say they said, you know what? I can find a corner later. I can probably, let's say in that draft, mock draft, 32nd was Gladney. Let me get Derek Brown or let me get Simmons and then trade up. Ooh, but that changes now. I think Giants are taking a tackle. But let's say the Miami says, you know what? I can live with love. I'm going to take whoever. Derek Brown, whoever's still there. And just like that, all the mock drafts shatter. Or if the Redskins say, you know what? I like that Tua kid. I'm going to take Tua. Crazy. Okay. Thaddeus Moss is more of a blocker, only worth a 5th or later pick. Hamler is slightly overrated, Penn State receivers really don't pan out. I like he's in Chicago. Robinson. I like Robinson from Penn State. I wanted him. I wanted us to pick him that year. Jacksonville pick him. Need more speed to take pressure out of Hollywood of being the only deep threat. You worry about the claims from some teams that internet might be a problem. So Jackson, this is something I don't understand. This is how I'm an engineer, but I'm not saying because that my opinion is more valid than more people. There are other people. How if I was the NFL, had it was, I had internet connection is fine, but they should have a line open for teams, a phone line open for teams, all teams. There's no lagging in phone lines. You call them, boom, blah blah blah, done. So if the video thing is not working, because I understand you want the video for the people, right? You can record. You can have a cameraman there and record the commissioner, right? And that's it. And you can have another camera on the war room and record. And then you can put it out there, right? Even if the war room, I mean, what is that? Just people clapping and let's be honest. They can do this for phone line. They should not need internet all the time. They can just have just guy went off the board. At that point, your bandwidth is not that's not much. You don't need a video. You have a secure website, which is prospects that are being picked, right? That's it. That's all you need. So I don't understand, but yeah, they're supposedly they're having a lot of issues, and if NFL probably has it covered. Teams should be prepared by now, and they have a lot of money. Let's be honest, they do have a lot of money. Their pockets are deep. They need to just be ready. Come on, be ready. Anyway, let me talk about this prospect, and then let's talk about the Niners. Apparently they want to sell a lot. Before that, there's a tweet from Ian Rappaport. My guy Terry Grandy was he tweeted at me. So Yannick Ngakoue is in a constant fight with the Jaguars. But what the Jaguars said here, what Ian Rappaport here said is so true. Trades like those, meaning trades like those involving franchise players such as Yannick Ngakoue of the Jaguars and Matt Judon of the Ravens are complicated and hard to pull off. The compensation needs to be significant and player needs massive new deals, so there are talks but no offer yet. That's the problem. When you talk about Judon, it's not only trading him. It's not only just getting us a second round pick or Seattle giving us their first round pick. It's not only that. They have to pony up some money, and that is the problem. That's why these deals are hard to make happen. Okay, so now let's talk about Justin. Hold on. This is the boss. Okay, sorry about that. I received a phone call from work. Okay, Justin Stannard, 6'3", 235. In 2019, he had 69 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 interception. Decent stat for a middle linebacker. The pros. Also, he didn't look to me that he played the whole season. And then I look into it, and he had a torn bicep. So just for you guys to know. Pros, dude is always going, always moving, always going. It's like an Energizer bunny when I was watching film. Super athletic, freakishly athletic, good on zone coverage, so he can go back in coverage, almost like Wilson. I think Wilson's better, but not bad. He can anticipate some throws. Explosive shooting out the gut again. Dude is explosive. He sees the gap. That's his gap assignment. He goes and attacks it quick. His cons. Sometimes he over pursues. And so a lot of these guys that are very athletic likes to do that. I think that could be taught. When he gets sucked by a blocker, he is done. And I keep saying that word, and what I mean by that is, when that blocker comes to you, you want to extend your hands. You want to keep him away from your chest. You don't want to get pancaked by these linemen, right? The reason is, if you keep them far from you and you see that the guy's attacking the right side, you can move to the right or to the left, depending on what where the play is coming from. But what I was looking at him when the guard was coming and he engages with him, but he ain't moving. He's staying with that guard like a magnet, like Fergie used to do last year. He has 69 tackles last year. It's not great. This is last year. And another problem that I saw with him, he does this, and you know what? My boy Tony Jeffers, shout out to him. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. He did this a lot and it drives me crazy. And a lot of NFL teams do that. NFL players do that, and it drives me crazy. They launch, and the launch is fun when it works because you see the guy getting massively hit. But when it doesn't, and the guy gets bounced and keeps running, you get frustrated because the wrap up is the best way. It's not the hardest hit, but it's the way to take somebody down. And this dude launches a lot, and I think it's because he's very athletic and he wants to just hit them hard all the time. Yes, Ravens fans. So if you want, you can text me on my number, which is 443-292-2337. 443-292-2337. Might have time for 1 or 2 calls. So go text me, Raven fan, and we can make it happen. So that's a problem that I have. The whole launching is crazy. So hopefully, so he had missed tackles because of that. What I think, he is a decent 6 or 7 round pick. This is a guy that you put in special teams, in my opinion. This is a guy that can definitely be a special teamer. Somebody, I think Camouflage was asking, Bowden can be a special teamer. Pittman can be a special teamer. Ayuk can be a special teamer. Look at Wilson. If you bring him, he can definitely bring us some special teams ability. I'm trying to think. The pick. What was the pick? I forgot already. My dude that I picked earlier from West Virginia, the safety. He will be a good special teamer. So there's a couple. Look, your 5th and later picks, especially if they're corners or safeties or receivers, they're going to be special teamers. Emil Marshall this year, special teamer. Avery, special teamers. Okay, all these New Jersey's teams are unnecessary, and most of them are trash. I cannot agree more with you, J. Will. Definitely agree. All jokes aside, cornerback Lamar Jackson could be a late round pick. Yeah, late round pick is fine with Lamar Jackson. Yeah, Claypool too. And Lamar Jackson can play special team. Lamar as the corner, Lamar. But my point is, Lamar Jackson, I have no problem with we have a 5th. If we have a 6 or 7 round pick in that kid, take him. My problem is when my Ravens fans want to put him in the 4th or in the 3rd. Hell no. Look, Lamar Jackson, this kid, he has an upside. But in Ravens Nation, he's getting overhyped because of his name. I'm sure in other places. Thaddeus Moss is getting overhyped because of his name. I saw some people putting AJ Green, which is a corner, way too high. Again, because of name. And no relation to the current player. So, that's my breakdown for Justin Sternard. Dude is solid. So now let's talk about known Alexander and hold on. Okay. So known Alexander and everybody else that is there. Look, known Alexander right now is 25-26, right? The problem, it's not a problem, but his contract. That's the question. His contract is all the way to 2024. Okay? So this year's base salary is $9 million. Now, prorated bonus, it looks like they have paid 3, 6, 8, 10, like 11 mil out of his salary. So as I'm seeing this here, that money. Looks like he has a 3-year deal. Look, this is a guy that I can see us taking. His cap number will be 12 next year and 12.6 the following year. Middle linebacker, solid. He can play the middle linebacker. He's solid. The other thing with him is this year's cap hit is only, well, for us, the team that takes him, it will be his base salary, and that is not less than $1 million. So the question is, do you want him to give him a couple of, convert a couple? Let's say you say give him 6 mil this year, and then the following years the cap hit goes to 7. That would be amazing, and then you have a young middle linebacker, right? Nolan Alexander is the only one from that list. I know a lot of you tagged me. Let me see if I can open Twitter here for a moment. Of the people, let me see where's these. Sorry, my cell phone's going off. Where's this list? I don't see it. Anyway, I had a list here. Oh, here it is. D4. D4 is overly expensive in your bad trade by the Niners to get D4. Wouldn't want him. Nolan Alexander, I like. Tart, inconsequential. Marquise Goodwin is a guy that if you want a 7th round pick, and let me see, what is his cap hit of this dude? Goodwin's cap is 4 mil this year. $6.4 next year. So Goodwin, for a late pick, you take him because dude is very, very affordable. So if you like Goodwin, sure. But anyway, yeah, I think other than those two, yeah, I'm not big on D4, especially now with that salary. So let me see here. More like a 6 round. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You pick Lamar Jackson very late. He has some upside, but that's it. You put him there, and special teams basically where he will go. So we're talking about another Lamar Jackson a different way. Yes, I know, man. It is weird. Very, very weird. Okay? So let me... Remember, if you want to be in the show, just text. We have about 15 minutes. I have already one person here.
Go Sonny, finally.
Hey man, I know we have been trying to connect here for a while. How you doing, AJ?
Good.
Okay, so what do you think? Draft? What are you talking about today?
Personally, for the draft,
okay.
Some people that I've been really looking at, like their team.
Oh, we lost him. Hold on.
Please leave your message for...
Okay. We lost him. I don't know why. Let me call him again.
Please leave your...
This is live, so you can see this how this works. I'm sure AJ will call me back very, very soon. In the meantime, while he calls, again, number is 443-292-2337 if you want to text. Remember, let me give you one. Let me give you this. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay, hold on. Hello?
There we go.
I don't know what happened, man. You disconnected.
I know. Alright, but anyway, the guys that I really like in the draft are AJ Vanessa and Zach Bond.
You like Zach Bond?
Yeah. It has some really good tape. I'd say Espinosa would be 1. Kenneth Murray would be 2. I doubt he's going to be there. And then Bond would probably be 3.
Yeah, I don't mind Bond in the second round. It's just in the first round is my problem with Bond. But second round, pick 55th, Bond is there. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it, but not 28th. Epinesa, I like Epinesa a lot. I might buy another jersey that I might buy if that happens.
Not to mention, we still had that early second round pick that they got from Atlanta. I think it's like 38.
No, we don't have that, AJ.
Really?
The pick from Atlanta is the 55th. It's what they got from the Patriots. So it's not early. It's actually a little late. We have so this is our picks. The first round is 28. Then we got 55th. Yeah, we got 55th and 60th.
Oh, a lot later than I thought. They had like, yeah, maybe with our first. We got 55th and the 60th.
55th and 60th. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if a guy, I think there should be wide receiver.
I'm sorry?
Maybe one of those should be a wide receiver.
Yeah, I think in the first 5 picks, we definitely need one wide receiver.
Yeah. And then because another guy that I've been looking at that I really like, and we should probably take with one of these picks, is not Hennessy, the guard out of Temple.
Yeah, Hennessy. Yeah, that's the guard out of Temple.
Yeah, that's someone else I really like. So
okay.
So maybe Hennessy and then maybe trade it for like Higgins or something.
Higgins in the late second, I think it's a good pick. I prefer Pittman, but if Higgins is there, I wouldn't mind Higgins.
Yeah, either Higgins or Pittman.
I'll take either.
Someone else I really like that could probably take in the third or fourth would be Gandy Golden.
Gandy Golden is another one.
Yeah.
Yep. I like him, but I like him more in the problem with Gandy Golden is his competition. It was bad, and he did good, but it wasn't like, how I say this. There's a lot of things that I like about him, and if he would have done that in a bigger school or against better competition, I would be ecstatic. One of the things that I like of Duvernay is his tape looks good, and then you check how he played against LSU's and Bama's and all the others, and dude excel against those teams, and you're like, okay, this is the dude that gets good competition. He rose the level. I like what I see from this dude.
Yeah, that's the thing about the move down to a D1 school compared to a D2 or D3 like Gandy Golden. Is that you already know what to expect from guys like Herbert or Burrow or Young. That they're really good. Knew I was a guy like Gandy Golden. You really gotta look at stuff like the Senior Bowl and the Combine.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, Combine. What Combine master was Patrick Queen.
Yeah, I don't put as much stake in the combine as a lot. I mean, I watched the combine the week of, and after that I forget this. All my player breakdowns are not based on combine. Combine should confirm some stuff that you're looking for, but should not be your oh my god. Again, combine pro days. This is how we ended up with Brashad Perriman.
Yeah.
Anything else, man?
Yeah, other than the fact that I'm not a big fan of Patrick Queen other than his combine. I'm not a big fan of him. I feel like he's undersized, and Ferguson already fills that role.
Patrick Queen, well, they play different positions. Patrick Queens will be more your middle linebacker. With Fergie, you have Deanne, or outside backer. We're still trying to define if he can be an outside backer. Patrick Queens is more your middle linebacker. But, there's things to like and there's things not to like about Patrick Queens. He ain't perfect. Murray's not perfect either. So, definitely.
Yeah. When it comes to like middle linebackers, that's where I like Kenneth Murray over Patrick Queen.
Yeah, I think Kenneth Murray and Patrick Queen at this point is a coin flip. I think Queens is more polished for now, but I think Kenneth Murray has a more upside to him, and he's not that far behind from Patrick Queens.
Yeah, I feel like Kenneth Murray has the higher ceiling, but Patrick Queen has the lower floor.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Anything else, AJ? Because I have a couple of people behind you.
Nope.
Okay, man. Well, take care. Thank you for calling. I know you're trying to connect for a couple of days now. Can't wait for this draft.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take care, man.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Okay, that was AJ. So I already have the queue full for today because the show's about to end. Raven, what's good, bro?
Yo.
What is good? Yo, que like.
Bro.
It's funny because I always, at the beginning, it took me a little bit of time just figure out what are you trying to put when you were putting que loque, right?
Oh, yeah, I was like, hold up. No, because what happens is I'll write a comment, and then it'll get blasted by like 15 others, and then I'll make another comment, and it doesn't make sense.
But my point is, in Puerto Rico, we say que es laque, and you say que es loque. So I was, it threw me off at the beginning. It threw me off from the beginning when this was months ago.
What does lacao mean? I was like,
laque? It's basically saying we're saying the same thing.
I was like, it's Spanish, but it's que loque. I was like, oh god.
Que loque. Yeah. How you doing, bro?
I'm excited. No, I'm doing great, man. I'm excited. I truly am excited. Finally, this is gonna be the first live thing on TV.
I know. That
has to do with sports.
I know, man. I know.
I miss baseball. Baseball ain't going right now, but
I know you're a Yankee. Look what I have here.
No, I'm a fan. No, I saw the Orioles shirt, but I'm a fan of good baseball.
Okay.
And I definitely like Camden Yards though, because it just looks historic.
Camden Yards, such a beautiful park.
And I could probably hit one out of there. Like it looks like.
That's what you think? I will not lie. I think if you put me...
Let me know.
And you put a fastball through the middle of the plate and I can squirt that puppy up.
Yeah, I can fit
too. I can not homer. I still cannot homer. I can get a single.
I used to play. Football is something I should have played, but didn't. Professionally, or not professional, like organized. I just play street football. But, this draft is going to be
insane.
It's going to be great.
The anticipation.
My question I have about our good old boy Lamar is, what can hold him back this season?
What can hold Lamar back?
I mean, let me give you a little bit of content. As far as you think his O-line taking a step back, losing Yanda, stuff like that. I think he couldn't control.
Yeah, I think if we play the same type of football that last year, the O-line still will be fine. Passing situation, obviously, this could be a little concern, but when you run so much, that O-line beats that D-line up because that O-line is just playing forward, right? It's always playing forward, okay? Mm-hmm. What can hurt Lamar is if he takes a step back in accuracy or he doesn't improve in accuracy. He needs to, look, if Lamar improves he improved from one year to the next. If he starts hitting people in stride, I know we like to beat up receivers a lot, but receivers sometimes have to go back and catch the ball. If he throws them in stride, there would have been some yak yardage and rack yards too. The problem with Lamar, sometimes he throws it behind. So if he cleans that up, it's over for the league. It's over. That's the only thing.
Are you subscribing to the everyone has the playbook now?
No. It's just so hard. Look, the problem with the Ravens right now, this is why I would like for them to keep running the same offense. There's so much misdirection, which helps the receiver. Now, if you bring your receiver play up, you're helping your receiver with what all they're doing in the line of scrimmage. You're faking a right, and sometimes Lamar's keeping and running left. Sometimes you're giving in the running back discretion to that B gap, or sometimes you just keep it and rolling and turn it to the tight end, or maybe the right receiver, or Hollywood's running a slant or a post. You're doing so many things there. And because you're running so much, the defense inevitably bites on those fakes, and that helps the receiver. So obviously, if we clean the drops as well, elevates the Ravens play. This is what I'm saying. If Lamar just throws in stride, or throws more accurately, man, league is in trouble. They're over, done.
You see how what was I gonna say? Jesus Christ. I literally just had it. No. Give me 5 seconds. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Lamar, no. Dang, it was a good one. No, with other teams knowing how Lamar plays and everything, do you think also no, actually this is what it was. No, what the almost got again. No, mother. I'm having a brain fart.
By the way, go ahead.
You see how all right. You see how Lamar got that one game that Lamar was like, let's go for it, and he ended up scoring a touchdown.
You're talking about the Seattle Seahawks game.
Yeah, exactly. When it was 4, I think it was 4th and 12.
4 and 3.
What was it?
4 and 3.
4 and 3. And he just ran it in like it was nothing on the right side.
Yep.
But do you see plays like that happening more now based off confidence?
So I'm a big believer that we should not go as much as we go for. We should be more strategic. Lamar needs to learn how to sneak. And I got it because people love that he takes it and he basically runs with it. And that's fine. But when you need half a yard, what you want is for him to fall down and get the yard. Right? Yes.
Exactly, yeah.
The 3-yard 4th and inches, if he comes and runs for 8 yards, yes, that's awesome. But the reality is, when there's so many people in that line, it's highly unlikely. Right? That could work here and there. Right? You can fake it to Gus and then keep it and outrun corner trying to tackle you. Right?
Yeah.
But against Tennessee, we got exposed because they were able to push, because Lamar really doesn't sneak. He stays too high. What you want is for him to...
He doesn't crouch down a little bit to disappear.
All you need is to take the snap and look for that small gap because it's inches. And the O-line to push those inches in and you to fall there. That's what you want. I mean, look at Tom Brady. Never been athletic, but sneak king. 4 inches... Boom, he gets it.
He did it in the playoffs against Tennessee, didn't he?
Yeah,
then
because all he does is look for that little gap.
He's not afraid.
Yeah.
He's definitely not afraid. Last one. Do you think Boykins will get an actual shot this year?
I think Boykins has the upper hand on whoever the receiver that we bring. Think about this. Boykins has the playbook. The receivers, whoever comes with how the situation currently is, whoever comes, all these rookies are on a disadvantage over the people that are the veterans. If, let's say, you bring Pittman, let's say you bring whoever, and on the depth chart or once the season starts, they lapse over Boykins, that means Boykins has regressed because, dude, and I like Boykins, and I think he should be the starter, but he has the upper hand. All the current players have the upper hand on whoever the people that are coming in from.
True. You got more than a year with the damn book.
Mm-hmm.
So you should have it mastered by now.
Yep.
It's going to be good. But I'm definitely tuning in on Thursday for the live stream. I'm going to have a few devices all over the place.
It's fine.
It's crazy.
If not, day 2, I'll be here, man. If you can tune on day 1.
I'm streaming everything, man.
How's
hit that like button, as always. Thank you for letting me call in.
Yeah, no problem, man. I wanted to ask you something. Isn't your... I think she was your girlfriend. Isn't her a nurse?
Yeah, my girlfriend's a nurse.
Okay, tell her to stay safe. Hey?
Yo, yeah, most definitely. All the time. Piro. When you
Okay.
get near me. All that. Definitely. Appreciate that.
She comes to
Thanks
greet
a
you.
lot, man.
She comes to greet you. You just spray her Lysol on her.
Nah, we don't got lights, so I hooked it up to the garden hose. That's another story.
Take care, man.
All right, take care, bro. Everyone hit that like. Stop playing. Bye.
Bye. Okay, here we go with the last call of today. Because we are. This is just bonus coverage for you and the SCG in the morning. Bonus.
Hello?
Is this King?
Yo, what's up, Sonny? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing fine. How about you, man? Thank you for joining all the morning live streams. Appreciate the love.
Yes, sir. And so I want to talk about the trading up, man.
Okay, so you're a big proponent of trading up. You want Judy, or you want CD?
Yes, sir. I want CD or Judy, man.
You don't even care. One of them.
So we like trade up,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we get like Judy or Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
You give offense like the best chance to be understandable, as Acosta says. So I really feel like he got the second rounder from Hurst to trade up, honestly. Or you can draft one there at 55, but I really think he used it. He got that just to go get a receiver to trade up. So we have a lot of picks this year. So like we're now mode, honestly, because I think next year, like Garnett, I was talking to Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
It's like next year's draft is like a luxury, honestly, because our roster's already set pretty much. So I could honestly see us trading up to go get one of the top receivers, because we can get a linebacker in a second and an interior. I don't think interior O-line is big of a deal as a lot of people think, because I think we prepared to get rid of Yonder to retire. We're drafting Ben Powers in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
And we really haven't seen Powers yet. Like,
Just
if we
the
draft him
Steelers
early,
game.
yeah. And like if we draft the lineman early, most likely Powers is not going to get play time, and he's just going to be the next James Hurst and be a backup. Honestly.
Yeah, I think Powers. I don't disagree. I think Powers was drafted to be groomed by Yanda. No doubt.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to plug him in left guard last year. Looked like Bozeman was the plan to put Bozeman all day there. And this is what I've been saying about O-line. We might be okay with O-line. We might just need depth, but we might be okay. Even if Skura doesn't come. If Skura comes back, you have depth. But even if he doesn't come, you think about Macari. If Macari takes a step forward, being a second year, he already played some games at center. Right? Let's assume that he can keep playing center and better than he did last year. You got Bozeman, 1 year under his belt, starting all games at left guard. You're hoping he takes another step up, so you're fine. Question is Powers behind Yanda, seeing the preparations. Can he be the right guard? If he can be that guy, you're good. Now what you need to draft is the people behind them, right? If somebody gets injured, which will be Skura. Because Skura will come back. The question is if he's ready for week 1, but he will be back. So that's one depth. Or possible starter. You can swap him with one of the other kids. And then another guy, right? Another guy so you can have some depth. And at that point, you're drafting more fourth rounders than anything.
Yeah.
I hear you on the whole Lamb and Judy. I would love either one of those. I think so the guy that I don't like for the Ravens, and I will keep saying this, and I know it's hard to hear from some of the Ravens fan, Henry Ruggs. I'm not the biggest fan of Ruggs. I like CD. I like Judy's my favorite. I like Jefferson a lot. I like Pittman a lot, right? But those first three, which are probably going way before the Ravens draft, I like better than Ruggs. I definitely like better than Ruggs. I think Ruggs, the best situation for Ruggs is either the Vikings or the Eagles. Now, that being said, for even though that I would love them, those two, I wonder if I can still get the production of those two and a later pick. If I trade back, the question for me is, for example, a guy like Chase On, that I don't know if we have another Chase On in the whole draft. If we trade up, wouldn't be going to get Chase On instead of one of those two receivers?
I'd be cool with that, I love Chasson because there's a big drop off at edge after him being young.
Especially because it's funny because all draft places put edge as just this position, but Jason can play the outside backer position, which is what I'm thinking. Versus another guy that I know you know because you've been here in the show, AJ Panessa. I love. I think AJ Panessa. The point with him will be to move him more at 3-4 DN, right? And if AJ is really slipping in the rounds, if you get Chason and then you trade up and get because Chason is all over the mocks, he basically gets picked between 15 and 22. So if you trade up for Chason, it's not gonna be a lot of assets. Your hope. And then if AJ slips back, you can definitely still maybe grab and then you can put those two and you are good. Because now if for example let's say AJ can learn from Wolf and he can replace Wolf next year and be the rotation guy with Wolf, you're solid there for this next year and in the future. And then you can have Chason and Judon coming off the edge. And then if next year Judon leaves, you still have Chason, you still have Fergie. And, you can potentially get another guy from the outside.
Yeah, I honestly think Judon leaves next year. I could see us taking an edge early. I don't think edge is a huge need this year because interior pass rush will be upgraded there. I feel like that's going to put a lot of pressure off the edge. But I could see us doing that. Now, do you agree with trading Judon or 28 and a third to move up to 11 with the Jets?
That is a lot. That is a lot. I will agree with trading Judon and 28 to move to 11. Maybe a fourth or a fifth, but not a third.
Not a third?
Not a third. I would say a fourth or a fifth, but not a third. Because I think Judon's value is early second or first. So essentially, you're giving 2 firsts for that first for 11th. Another team that might be looking to move out of the first is the Niners. The question is the Niners won't want Judon because looks like they're slashing cap for some reason. I don't get why. Because they have cap room. Let me see. Yeah, they're way on. They had 13 million this year, and next year they're sitting good, and they had Garoppolo under contract. So I don't get why they're trying to slash. It might be because they're bracing themselves for something. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think they will be another trade partner if you want to trade up. Jacksonville Jaguars. That's a team that they might want to take Judon and then sign him to a long-term deal and then trade our guy Yannick to somewhere else, and we might be able to trade up to where are they? Not
20. That's 20.
Yeah, 20. If one of them happened to slide, look. This is the thing. I don't know. I keep saying this that the draft will be crazy because, as I was telling people last night in the other mock drafts that I did, if you have receivers that need, but you also have interior D linemen, or you have more than that, if you have O-line need, you will tend to draft the O-line need because after the tackles, there's a steep decline. And receivers is deep. And yes, Judy and CD are exciting, but if I don't protect my quarterback, I'm done. So you'll tend. So receivers, even though we love them, they might slide back a little, or they might be like, "Oh no, I need to get." We don't know. This is the beauty of the draft. This is why I love the damn draft so much because we don't know.
Yeah, that's how the Costa one fit. I've seen one where we could trade Judon to the Seahawks for 27, where they're going to be desperate if Clowney doesn't go back. And they always, I think every year since their GM's been there, he's always moved out of the first or traded back in the first.
Yeah,
so I've seen Judon.
They don't look to want Judon. I'm sorry, not Judon. Clowney. They don't look like they want Clowney. I think that's a definitely possibly trade, like saying, "Hey, here's Judon. Give me your 27." And maybe the other thing they can do is take our 55th and swap it with their second, right? So we move back in the second round. So basically we get a first, we get back in a little bit lower in the second, and now we had 27, 28. that definitely puts you in a position to move up to. I can tell you this right now. Let me get the chart here. Okay, so if you had 27 and 28, let me see here. That is, okay, let me, boom. We are talking about, that roughly equates to the Jaguars pick at 9. So if you had 27 and 28, you can, in theory, move all the way to 29. I'm sorry, not 29, to 9th. So let's assume that in the draft it's a little bit more expensive than this, but definitely pick 11. So that is why I think the scenario you guys are painting might be a little bit too much for move to 11. But if you trade Judon to the Seattle Seahawks, for example, and say just a first, nothing else, and like I said, you can maybe swap so they can gain a higher pick in the second, but we still keep our second. Then that will position you to pick 11 with no more trades. You take 27 and 28 for pick 11. So you could do that.
Or you could draft, because then you'd be able to draft a linebacker and a receiver round 1, or a lineman.
My opinion, if you do something like that, you go ahead at 27, and let's say you like Justin Jefferson or Mims, or one of the big three slice to 15, you can definitely now with 27 trade to 15 and maybe send your second to 15 and then pick 27 and still keep 28, right? So now you can take one of the receivers, let's say Judy or CD for some reason fell to 15, and at 28 you can sit there and maybe take an edge, maybe take the linebackers if they're there, right? Maybe trade back and accumulate more picks and still have an early second and target a guy like Ep12. Maybe take Cesar Ruiz if you think your linemen are not great, which I think should not be the pick, but I'm just saying your possibilities expand. Now, big thing, if you lose Judon, you need to replace him. You need his replacement.
Immediately.
So if you do that, I think the trade up will be, instead of trading up for getting the receiver, you're in a position maybe to get Chase on and then still have a first round pick to get one of the other receivers. Or, like I said, trade back and get some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I'd be really cool with that. Because I've been seeing a lot of Hamler Rager to us in like us trading up in the second.
Yeah, I can see Rager in the second. I put the video of Rager months before the combine, and I just didn't think Rager was a first round. I don't think Ayuk is a first round. For me, receivers for first round, if you say, Sonny, who you will like in the first round, the big three, right? Not for Rager, Ruck's not for the Ravens, but he is a first rounder. So those three, Jefferson and Mims. But I actually think Mims should be early second more than a first, but I can see the argument in late first, because it's not a big reach. It's just a small reach. And when you reach by a couple picks, that's normal because you're not going to pick for 32 picks usually. So if you pick a guy at pick 28 and he should have been in pick 36-ish, right? Well, you're going to try to trade back. But if you cannot trade back, that reach, it's okay because you're not going to pick for a while. And that's your guy. You won your guy.
Yeah.
The
then
reaches
you get to pick your option for him.
Yeah, but the big reach that you don't want is basically you pick a guy at 28 that was supposed to be there at 60th. That's what you don't want, right? Yep. So, anything else, King?
No, that's it, man. Thank you for having me on the show, man. I appreciate it.
Always, bro. You're always welcome to call, man. You text me and I'll call you back in the future, okay? Take care, man.
All right, you too, man. Bye.
Okay, my guys, so thank you everybody for joining the live stream. We went a little bit longer today. Big thanks to tomorrow. We're gonna have Berlin BSers here. Tomorrow night I'm gonna be in Joe Newell's channel. Thursday we're gonna have final mock 3-round all picks. I'm gonna be making all picks for every team. We might be talking about a couple other things. Thursday night, I'm gonna be in Joe Newell's channel. Friday morning reviewing and seeing who the picks are there. And then we're gonna go from there, okay? So stay close, stay safe, and I will see you next time, my guys.